So here is a Marmite trainer, what you could say. Initially, when I saw the photos for these, I thought they were really ugly, but I picked them up on aftermarket from StockX for very low under retail, probably due to my size being cheap, but also the fact that these aren't performing that well. I'm a big fan of the original Union Jordans, but I was late to the party on that, and I don't fancy paying the £1,100–1,200 that they are at the moment. It's too much for a sneaker in my opinion. So I'm kind of happy to sort of pick these up on the low. Initially I wasn't going to buy them because of the fact that I wasn't a fan of them, but I think seeing them on feet and other people reviewing them, I think slowly when you see something different, you kind of instantly think, no, I'm not for that. And usually I have an open mind to these things, but I decided to pull the trigger on these and actually really like them in hand. I think the leather quality is really nice. It's really soft and plush. Obviously, if this wasn't there, I wouldn't be missing it, if I'm honest. But it does add a bit of character to the shoe, especially because it's an all-white, sort of neutral grey style trainer. Also a fan of this teal that they've got running across. That's really nice, and the kind of larger Air Jordan Wings logo. I think that's pretty cool as well. The sneaker is just I think an understated sneaker. I like the yellow hits, similar to like the J Balvin's as well, around the sort of leather paneling. That's also very, very cool. And then the outsole itself as well is like kind of this milky kind of colour. I think in a way it works, but if I was to sort of say, is this what I want in the future, I'd say no. I just want a standard Jordan 1 from Union, basically in the same ilk as the very other two that released, the black toe version and the storm blue. But can't have everything, and I'm sure there's the people who collaborate in these things want to do something different and push the envelope, so sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. It's just kind of the way it is. At the end of the day, it's a cool sneaker and worth grabbing if you can for cheap. So here are the details for the Jordan 1 High Union Bephies Beauty Supply, summer of '96. It comes in OG neutral grey colour blocking, and that is in a sail, neutral grey and muslin colourway. And it has an EVA cup sole with an airbag, and that's all leather construction apart from the woven materials. And the price was £210. So like any other Jordan 1, this is a medium to firm sole. So in that respect it can get sort of fatiguing after a while because it's like a harder sole. And there isn't much support around the arch, so it's just a very flat base, which isn't bad to wear really. It's quite sort of neutral, so that's the reason why I think a lot of people wear Jordan 1s. Not the fact that they also look good, but they're just basically easily sort of wearable. And the wearing time is around sort of, I suppose for this pair, 6 to 8 hours. The leather actually is very sort of soft and plush, and so it should be very easy to kind of wear in. And like all Jordan 1s, I'd recommend going up half size, especially for wide footers, and if you like wearing thick socks, because it has a thicker cut of leather, and it's got great grip for all types of weather. In terms of the look and style, it's got kind of the woven details going around the sneaker, sort of underneath the swoosh and following through to the toe box and then back to the heel. And that's kind of sort of divisive really. I think I find it a bit divisive. I think I would have preferred it without it, but at the same time it's quite nice that they've done something different versus just bringing out a kind of lazy collab and just being a bit more daring, I guess. And basically, because it's a high and it's all leather, I'd sort of mainly sort of wear these autumn winter. I appreciate the colourway is sort of white and grey, but even so, I think it's a difficult one to sort of wear in the summer. You can get away with sort of wearing it in springtime, I guess, but it would become quite sort of hot and not very sort of pleasant. With these ones, you can kind of dress them up smart casual as well, so obviously you can wear them casually. Reason being is just, I think it's because it's a collab, it's just kind of elevated it to slightly higher up, and also the neutral colours just gives it a bit more kind of upper class look, a bit more kind of niche. And I would say you get kind of like the grey slash sort of white sort of laces in there anyway, and then it comes with sort of teal laces. So you can go with like a bunch of different lace options. So laces it comes with is like the white and grey in the shoe itself, and it also comes with a kind of, I think, a yellowish colour, and then also you get the teal ones as well that kind of match with the stitching. In terms of the pros, I think again it's kind of neutral colours, so it's to the original OG neutral grey colour blocking, so it's pretty much the same trainer as that, and it's got great sort of leather material, so I really like that, and the storytelling is great. Chris Gibbs and his wife both met in the summer of '96, and I like the fact that it's got a sort of premium package like with any collab, so that kind of warrants a sort of price increase. The cons, I still think the woven material is sort of divisive. I'm kind of not completely sold on it, but I think once I've got the sneaker in hand, I appreciate it a bit more. It's my first Union Jordan 1 silhouette, so, and it's quite nice to sort of have that, because I don't think I'll ever be able to get to the point of having the original 2 pairs. And in terms of the rating, I give the look and style a 4. It's basically divisive, like I said. I actually like it. It's kind of growing on me, and I think maybe once I start wearing them, it'll probably grow on me more. But at the moment, it's a 4. And comfort, like any other Jordan, it's just mid. It's just standard stuff. And the quality with this particular sneaker, even though there's a bit of a price increase, the leather is really nice on it, and then the storytelling, and then they've also introduced the woven. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, it's still sort of part of the sneaker and a different sort of manufacturing process. And the pricing, I'd give this a 4, so it's slightly too high still, even though it's a collab and the price increases has happened. I still think it should be a bit lower anyway. I think this should be more in price, in line with the pricing of how old GRs are, and the GRs should be cheaper. But overall, I still give it a 5. I think it's still a really nice sneaker, and I think I can't really sort of fault it too much because of the fact that it's a Union Jordan 1 collab, and maybe it's not as coveted as the first 2 pairs. I still think it's a really nice sneaker once you get it in hand, and especially because of the fact that it's on a low price at the moment, you can pick it up for like really cheap under retail.